Hi friends, I'm Katina and I have a short and sweet little vinyasa yoga flow today for you all that focuses on the hips and lower back. That's Oliver. He's going to be in and out to join us. Let's get started on our back today. So bring your feet to the ground, your knees bent. Your feet should be wide, kind of out on the sides of your mat. Start by just bringing your breath into the practice, inviting it to join you. Calling in your energy. Filling up your belly. Let's windshield wiper our legs from side to side. Continuing to breathe deeply. And bring your legs to rest to the right. If it feels good, you can bring your right ankle over your left knee, letting it fall to the left. Try and concentrate more on bringing that left shoulder to the ground. Then that's more important than bringing the right knee to the ground. You can bring the twist the whole way up your back to your neck, looking to the left. And just send breath to your lower back, your hips. Go ahead and uncross that foot, plant it back down. Hey, Oliver. And bring your feet to rest on the left, maybe bringing your left ankle over your right knee. Making sure that your right shoulder is on the ground, reaching your hands out to either side. Extending the twist up the whole way to your neck, looking to the right. You can have your eyes closed too, if it feels good. We're on the ground. There's no falling from the ground. You're already here. And unwind your feet. Bring your knees up the center. And hands behind the knees. Start to rock and roll your way up to a comfortable seat. I'm going to face you guys. I'll turn around in a moment. So find a nice comfortable seat with your legs crossed. Bring your hands to your knees. We're going to start to do some kundalini circles beginning at the base of your spine, going up your thoracic spine, the whole way to your shoulders, going one direction. Invite your neck to join the party too. Remember to continue breathing, maybe inhaling when you come back and exhaling when you come forward. And slow as fast as you would like. Still waking up the body. Let's change directions. Circles to the left for me. Again, exhaling when you come forward. Inhaling on the back. Beginning the circles at the base of your spine and going upwards to your shoulder blades. And coming to stillness. Let's change the crossing of our legs. Hands to heart center. Take a deep breath. Inhale, gathering up all the energy. And exhale, twist to the right. Left hand comes to the right knee. Right hand behind you. From the lower back up to your shoulders. Then your neck looking behind you. If it feels good, you can also, of course, have your head to the right side. Continuing to breathe. Once again, inhale up. This time, exhale, twist to the left. Right hand to the left knee. Looking behind you if that feels good. I see a cute little puppy dog on the porch. He loves to chew those little gumballs. I don't know what it is. He just likes to chew. Sticks, gumballs, all of it. Inhale up, come back to center. Exhale, reach forward. And release into this. So if it feels comfortable, you can roll onto your knees and come up to a tabletop position. Hey, baby. We're going to take a thread the needle so your toes can be untucked here. Go ahead, sweep your right arm up to the ceiling. Take some wrist circles and wind through, bringing your right cheek temple to the ground. Maybe you want to extend your left arm overhead. Maybe it feels good to take a bind. You choose, pick your adventure. Make sure your hips don't fall to the left here. Keep them to the right. We'll keep them centered, I should say. Start to unwind if you took that bind. Bring your left hand back in front of your face. Sweep your right arm up to the ceiling. Some more circles and bring it down. Same thing on the left. Sweep your left arm up overhead. Take some wrist circles. And send it through your right arm, bringing your left temple and cheek to the ground. Maybe you extend your right arm out long. Take the bind, whatever feels good. Maybe what you did on the other side. Maybe something different. Keep your hip to the right. If you took that bind, go ahead and start to unwind. Bring your right hand back in front of your face. Sweep that left arm up to the ceiling and bring it down. Lift yourself up to downward facing dog. Your first one of the day maybe. And pedal out your feet here. Like someone is pulling your hips up, your heels reach towards the ground. Pushing the ground away from you with your hands. Step your feet together so your big toes touch. Sweep that left leg up to the ceiling and step it through your hands. Maybe you need your hand to place it there. We're coming up to a crescent lunge so that back heel stays lifted. Your hips are facing the front of the mat. You're looking forward. Your biceps are surrounding your ears. You're also welcome to, of course, cactus your arms here or have your hands on your hips. Breathe into this position. Maybe a little more bend in your left knee. We're going to open up to warrior two. Pivot that back heel down. Open your arms up to the side. Stack your left knee over your left ankle. Your arms are parallel to the ground. You're looking forward over that left arm. Up. And we're going to reverse this. So bring your right arm down the right leg, left arm up overhead. Looking up over your forearm. Coming back through warrior two, we're going to take a triangle. So straighten that front leg. Maybe you walk in that back foot a little bit more. Your hips are still facing the long side of the mat. Hinge forward and tilt down for your triangle. Your right hand is reaching up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside on this beautiful day. Something's pulling your right hip up and back. It's you. Oh, hi, Oliver. You're pulling your hip up and back. Open if your back was flat against a wall. Start to come back up. This time we're going to shift our weight into our left front foot. Going to come up, bring our hands to the ground into a standing split. So reaching your right leg towards the ceiling. You can have both hands on the ground here, here. Holding your leg if you want the balance challenge. Ooh. Wherever you're at is perfect. And step that right foot back to your lunge. Plant your right hand. We're going to take a twist to the left. And bring your hand back down. You're welcome to either meet us in downward facing dog or take your flow. So chaturanga to cobra or up dog. Back to downward facing dog. We're going to take that same flow on the other side now. Now step your feet together, big toes touch. Sweep your right leg up and step that right leg through your hands. If you need to use your hand to get your foot there, that's fine. Opening up first to crescent lunge. Once again, you can have cactus arms, hands on the hips, whatever is most comfortable in your body. If your arms are up, your shoulders are out of your ears. Continue to breathe. You bend a little deeper and open to warrior two. Now that back foot is at 45 degrees. Your arms are parallel. Your right knee is bent. Make sure your right knee is over your right ankle. Let's reverse that. Left arm goes down the left leg, right arm overhead, looking upwards. Coming back to warrior two, setting up for triangle, straighten your front leg. Maybe you step in your back foot just a bit. Your alignment here is the heel to the middle of that. Ooh, don't fall. Note to self. The middle of that back foot. Hinge forward and tilt down to your triangle. Tip your teapot. Your left hip now pulling up. to the ceiling or the sky. Left arm reaching up. Your back should be flat, as though you were leaning against a wall. And now setting up for standing splits on the right side. Start to bring the weight into your right foot. Lift your left leg towards the ceiling. Maybe you've got your hands on the ground. Maybe you're holding your right leg with your right hand. Maybe both hands. Really reaching up for the ceiling with that left leg. And step that foot back to your lunge with the twist. Left hand down, right hand opens up to the ceiling. Your gaze follows your right hand up to the ceiling here. Oliver's made himself a little bed over there. He's pretty cute. And bring this right arm down. Step your foot back and either meet us in downward dog or take your flow. Up dog, cobra to down dog. Once again, step your feet together. Left leg comes up and steps through. This time we're setting up for warrior one. So pivot your back foot flat where you are. Your hips stay facing forward. Left knee is bent. Arms up overhead. Hips are facing the front of the mat. You're also welcome to have your arms cactused. Hands on your hips. You can bend that left leg a little more. Go a little deeper if you want. You won't be here long. Bring your hands down to your hips. Step your back foot in just a smidge. Straighten your front leg, hinging forward at the hips for pyramid. And once you have hinged as far as you can round your back, release your hands to the ground, or if you have blocks, to blocks. We're going to revolve our pyramid, so you can plant your right hand. It's okay to also be on your fingertips here. You're going to open to the left, so your left hand reaches up to the side, keeping your hips squared. Make sure they don't jut out to the left. And bring your left hand down. We're going to come into a pigeon pose from here. So step your right foot back a little bit. Pick up your left knee, or left foot. Bring your left knee to your left wrist. Elongate your right leg even more. It's okay if this shin is not parallel to the front of the mat. It's really not important here. And whoever tells you it is lying. Bring your hips facing forwards. And bring your arms down. Maybe you're here. Maybe you bring your whole chest down. You can use your hands as a pillow. And start to bring yourself up from this position. Unwind with that foot, bring it back, come back up to down dog. I'm going to take that same flow on the other side. So step your feet together, toes touch. Right leg sweeps up. Bring that foot forward into your warrior one on this side. Hips are facing forward, square with the front of the mat. Arms are by the sides of your head, but your shoulders aren't crunching into your ears. It's okay to have your arms goalpost signed or on your hips. Can you bend that right knee a little forward, a little more, and lunge forward a little bit more while keeping your hips centered and squared? Oh, sorry, plant. Bring your hands to your hips, setting up for pyramid. Step that back foot in, straighten your right leg, hinging at the hips. And then once you have hinged as far as you can, rounding the back, leaning down into your pyramid. Might not look the same on both sides, and that's fine. And release your head. Might change the stretch if you have your neck up or down. Maybe you want to play with that. It feels like flossing in a very different way. Let's plant our left hand, setting up for that twist. Right hand comes up to the ceiling, keeping your hips squared to the front of the mat. Trying not to stick your right hip out to the side. And bring your hand back down. Step that foot back, setting back for your pigeon pose on this side. So your right foot comes up, right knee to the right wrist. Extend your left leg out long behind you. Hips are squared to the front of the mat. Sitting upright before relaxing forward into your pigeon. And start to work your way up, bringing your hands to the mat. Slide this foot back. We're just going to go into a child's pose, so you could have your knees wide or together, sitting your hips back onto your heels, reaching forward, and then bringing your forehead to the ground or a mat or a block. Continue to breathe. Nice ujjayi, deep breath. Walk your hands to the right off your mat. Sitting deep into that child's pose here. Maybe your right hand comes on top of your left wrist. And now bringing your hands to the left off the mat. Maybe your left hand comes to the right wrist here. Now come up, and however you want to do it, come over to your back. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, massaging your lower back. Extend your left leg out long. Bring your right knee over to the left side of your body. Bringing your right shoulder blade to the ground, left arm out to the side. Maybe your left hand stays on your right knee, maybe it doesn't. Looking to the right. It's more important here for you to have your right shoulder on the ground than for your left knee to touch the ground. Don't force the pose, just enjoy where you're at. And come back to center, extending your right leg, bringing your left knee into your chest. Now bring your left leg across your body, bringing your arms out to either side. Left shoulder blade comes to the ground, looking to the left. Maybe your right hand holds down your left knee, maybe not. Such a pretty day with the birds chirping outside. Not too hot or cool today. It's been very hot here in North Carolina. Come back to center. Let's take a little child's pose. So maybe you just hug your knees into your chest and that's sufficient. Maybe you wrap your first two fingers around your big toes. Maybe you grab the side of your feet. And straighten one leg and the other. Keep them both bent. Straighten both legs. Whatever feels good here. It is your practice. I am just here to guide you. And when you are ready, release your feet. Come down to your final savasana, your final rest, just for a minute. Get really long, stretch your legs out, snuggle your shoulders out of your ears, your arms come to either side. Start to bring life back into your fingers and toes. Maybe you stretch out really long, reaching up and down. And when you're ready, roll onto one side and coming upright into a nice comfortable seat, whatever that might look like for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. The light in me honors the light in you.